Slap Nut Radio Show.
All right, guys. Kevin Blake Goodwin here, a.k.a. Goody. I'm with a very special guest today, Captain Aaron Edward.
Yes, it's good to be here, filling in for Travis Bowman while he is on tour with our very own Raf Q, and they are representing Mason Guitars in China.
So those boys in China must be having fun. So all the way across the pond, we have Manan Gupta from India. He took first place in the Lee Reitner's competition, I believe.
Yes, he won first place in that competition with this song. It's titled Dear Mother.
So here's Manan Gupta with Dear Mother. All right, that was Manan Gupta with Dear Mother. So the next artist we're going to be featuring happens to be Aaron Edward, the Captain. Tell us a little bit about this song coming up.
This song is called The Warden. I released it as a single following my first album, Akasha. On my first album, I did a lot of ambient music, and with this song, The Warden, I wanted to really dig deep into my creativity and really express all the different ideas I had bottled up for so long.
Well, this song happens to be one of my favorite, and I had a good time helping you produce this song in the studio, and I think it turned out great with the video as well. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you go to his YouTube, and this is Aaron Edward with The Warden. That is Aaron Edward with The Warden. Wow, what a progressive song. Good job, Captain.
I really appreciate that, and I appreciate your help producing it and with the video. I'm really proud of that music video.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite videos I've gotten to work on thus far. So let's talk about our next artist, Kyle Horn, all the way from New York.
The first time I heard his EP, I was actually driving from Oklahoma to Arkansas to the studio there, and I listened to this EP over and over the whole way. It's only 3 songs, and it kept me completely satisfied the whole time.
I totally agree, Captain. I had the pleasure of remastering this EP and thoroughly listening to his compositions. So here's Kyle Horn with Locomotive. All right, that's Kyle Horn with Locomotive. All the way from Italy, we have Raf Q, who's currently in China with Slap Nutz, touring for Mason Guitars. So check out this song. This is called When She Sleeps by Raf Q. That is Raph Q with When She Sleeps. Captain and I got to take a quick break, but stay tuned for more Goody and Slap Nutz radio show.
Goody and Slap Nut radio show.
All right, Goody and Captain are back with another segment of the Fret Monkey Radio Goody and Slap Nut show. So up next, we have Ali Deniz Kardalan, all the way from Turkey.
Yes, he is actually known as the godfather of fingerstyle guitar in Turkey. He's one of the first people to play fingerstyle guitar in Turkey. And here we have a song called Feyzi, which is a big hit off of his album First Steps.
What a wonderful song by Ali Deniz Kardalan. That was Feyzi.
Yes, Goody. And if you remember, Ali took second place at the Indiana Guitar Festival fingerstyle competition. I think that was one of the songs he played. He also took second place at the Canadian Guitar Festival competition.
Speaking of the Canadian Guitar Festival, our next artist, Jamie Dupuis, took first place in the 2016 fingerstyle competition. I originally met him in 2015 when we both competed for the championship. He's a fantastic player and somebody I've always looked up to in the fingerstyle world.
Yes, and the song he played in the final round really took the cake. It had a great groove, great melody, a little bit of percussion, and how could you not love it?
I think Jamie Dupuis' versatility in music is what's going to get him far in his career.
Let's talk a little bit about the Canadian Guitar Festival.
The Canadian Guitar Festival is where I met Jamie Dupuis and a lot of the other artists that are on Fret Monkey Records. It's a huge building ground for a community of the fingerstyle world.
I couldn't agree more, Goody. A lot of the people that we're friends with are so spread out across the world that we never get to see them, and the Canadian Guitar Festival in Kingston, Ontario every July is one of the few places where we can all gather yearly and spend some time together.
That's right. So here's Jamie Dupuis with the song Clear Blue Sky. That was Jamie Dupuis with Clear Blue Sky.
Next up, we have Adam Crossman with his beautiful song, Duca, which he actually has a really cool music video to go with.
Definitely. The video is stunning, very artistically thought out. I met Adam Crossman at the 2015 Canadian Guitar Festival, where he took second place in the competition. Him and I have very similar taste in music, where we quickly became friends. So here's Adam Crossman with Duca. All right, that's Adam Crossman with Duca. Something that him and I have very similar taste in is gear. We are both fans of Strymon Engineering's pedals, the Big Sky and Timeline. The Big Sky is a fantastic reverb with lots of modulation sounds. The Timeline is a multi-delay pedal with very interesting stereo delay settings. It can be an acoustic guitar player's best friend. I highly suggest you visit Strymon Engineering's website. If you are interested in building up your sound, this is a great way with these boutique pedals.
Next up, we have Anthony Troy and his song Melody. Anthony Troy's an interesting guy. He's probably the most traditional of us Fret Monkey players.
I believe he studied under John Stropes. John Stropes did a lot of tablature for the late and great Michael Hedges.
Yeah, we all love Michael Hedges' music, and to be able to learn from someone who is so close to such a great guitar player is really a cool thing. I'm kind of jealous of Anthony.
So here's Anthony Troy with Melody. All right, that's Melody by Anthony Troy. I met Anthony
Goody
back at the
and Slap
2016
Nut Radio
Anaheim
Show.
Band Convention. We
All right,
quickly
all right.
became friends
Captain
through-
and I
are back again with the Fret Monkey Radio, Goody and Slap Nut Show.
Yeah, it's good to be back, Goody. Captain here. Who do we have up next?
Well, we have Justin St. Pierre all the way from Montreal. Here's his song Trier off his album L'Insulaire. All right, that was Justin St. Pierre with Trier. Up next, we have Joseph Lyle.
Awesome. Yeah, every time I hear Justin St. Pierre, it just really blows me away. And speaking of blows me away, Joseph Lyle, he's just a beautiful person. He's always hearts and smiles, and he really puts his soul out there whenever he writes these songs. He's definitely one of the more delicate players we have.
Absolutely. Joseph Lyle writes very beautiful music. I love watching him live because he's so intense and emotional when he plays. It really gets into the performance and allows the audience to feel the emotions that he projects.
Yes, I mean, you can't not like his music. So here's his song, A Walk with the Leaves. Wow, so beautiful. So beautiful. That was Joseph Lyle with A Walk with the Leaves, the title track from his album, A Walk with the Leaves. Who do we have next, Goody?
We have Haitham Muhammad, all the way from the UK. This is probably one of my favorite songs by Haitham. It's called The Devil's Chicken. He can be very versatile in his music, and this one has a very almost dark yet funny, I guess. That's what I would call it. Yeah. Quirky's the word. That's right.
Yeah, I would say it's funny. It's just quirky. He uses the interval in this song that they call the devil's chord that they used to stone people for in the Middle Ages. And he's really made a very mature and good composition out of such a kind of quirky, confusing sound, and I really like that.
So up next, we have Haitham Muhammad with The Devil's Chicken.
Well, I don't know what just happened, but it was awesome.
Absolutely love that song. So we have time for one more song, guys. This is Arrows Will Fly by Don Alder. All right, that's Don Alder with Arrows Will Fly. Be sure to check us out on FretMonkeyRecords.com, the Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page. See you next time on the Goody and Slap Nutz Show.